Hi, this is Joshua Redman, and you are watching First Look.
Hello, I'm Don Was, president of Blue Note Records. For the last 30 years, Joshua Redman has been one of the most important and innovative musicians around. His brilliant new album, Where Are We?, marks his Blue Note Records debut and features a new combination of musicians and a very deep theme. Josh, it's good to see you, man. Thanks for being here with us on First Look.
Oh, thank you so much, Don. It's such a thrill, and I'm so excited to be a part of the Blue Note family.
That's great, man. We're thrilled to have you here. On the surface, Where Are We has something of a geographic motif, but underneath it raises some profound questions about the soul of America. Tell us a little bit about how this theme came about and how it evolved while you're making the record.
The concept, I guess, is that every song on the record, just about every song on the record, is either about or refers to a place in the United States, cities, I think in one case, a state, regions. It started as a concept that I thought we might end up jettisoning, you know, like I didn't know from the beginning what this record was going to be about. I just felt like we needed to start with something concrete, something tangible. It turns out that the concept not only was a springboard, but actually became something real and meaningful. And in the end, I guess it is kind of a album about America, the American myth, American dream, American reality versus American promise. Yeah.
Well, the album features a stellar core. It's a band consisting of Brian Blade on drums, Aaron Parks on piano, Joe Sanders on bass. You got special guest appearances by Joel Ross, Nicholas Payton, Kurt Rosenwinkel, and Peter Bernstein. And most notably, as you just mentioned, it marks the first time that you featured a vocalist on one of your records, Gabrielle Cavassa, mind-blowing singer. Tell us a little bit about working with her and the choice to work with a singer after all this time.
I've always had this kind of rhythm section envy in a way. Like, I mean, because for me, the most beautiful aspect of music is just being in there in the groove as woven into the fabric of the music and supporting and conversing almost behind the scenes with everyone else, and kind of buoying the music like that. And I mean, I try to do that as much as possible as an improviser, but still just the nature of my instrument and, in the paradigm of improvised acoustic jazz, it's kind of an out front vibe. I play the melody, I take a solo, and then I walk off to the side of the stage and, get to listen to the other cats, work their magic. So I've always craved a role that was maybe less out front and more kind of supportive and conversational. So yeah, I mean, it was something I always wanted to do. But I think I also was, I had, I didn't want to, for a long time, I didn't want to cede that sort of melodic authority, so it
Mhm.
was kind of torn. But finally, yeah, I mean, over the pandemic, I had a lot of time to think about uh, and work on music. And I decided, I guess I was ready. And so we embarked on this journey.
The first single off the album, Chicago Blues, weaves together Count Basie and Sufjan Stevens. Uh, Probably the first time they've ever been woven together, I would. And it features a great guest appearance by native Chicago and Joel Ross. Tell
Yeah.
us a little about that track.
The source material is pretty far afield. We kind of took as the base Count Basie and Jimmy Rushing's Going to Chicago Blues, and then I wove in elements of Sufjan Stevens' Chicago. But for some reason, this one I felt like was, even though it was kind of conceptually the most kind of um, weird and out there and unnatural idea, I think the results of the mashup, or the interweaving, were some of the most natural and fluid, and organic.
It weaves beautifully. Let's play a little bit of it.
Going to Chicago. Sorry, I can't take you. Going to Chicago.
That's Josh Redman from his new Blue Note album, Where Are We? Baltimore was written by a brilliant singer-songwriter, Gabriel Kahane. How'd you choose that one for this record?
Gabriel Kahane is an amazing talent, amazing force in music, and I've actually this is the first time I've recorded one of his songs before, but I have played live versions of some of his music before. Yeah, when I heard this song, it's a really haunting, beautiful song with a really interesting and unconventional harmonic motion. And even like the form, the number of bars to the sections is very unique. So it's the kind of thing that like a jazz geek is really going to go for, like from a structural standpoint. But it's also a very direct. It's a very powerful melody, very evocative melody, very direct emotional feeling. And there's a few songs on this record which are instrumental only, where Gabriel doesn't sing, and this is one of them.
Right, let's listen to it. That's Josh Redman, Baltimore, from his new album, Where Are We? So Bruce Springsteen's Streets of Philadelphia undergoes a major transformation on this record. Features special guest Philadelphian Kurt Rosenwinkel on the guitar. Tell us about that track.
Yeah, I was scared. This one scared me because yeah, I mean, I remember seeing Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington, and I remember seeing that movie in the movie theater, and I remember that song was everywhere. And yeah, I mean, generally, I would shy away from something like this, or I should shy away from something like this, because it's it's a big task, it's a big ask to take such an iconic song and to try. I mean, in a way, to have the hubris or the audacity to think that you might have another perspective on it that's valid and interesting. And I remember one day, I think Gabrielle had a gig in Philadelphia, and she texted in Philadelphia. It was something like, I'm in Philadelphia, and it's late at night, and I'm walking the streets of Philadelphia, and I'm crying, and we should do this song, And so she connected with it, and when I don't know what that was, but when she connected with it, I was like, okay, that means something. Yeah, I mean, it turned into something that I think felt really good for all of us.
Beautiful. Let's play it. All right, that's Joshua Redman, Streets of Philadelphia, from his new album, Where Are We? Josh, man, congratulations. It's a brilliant way to make a Blue Note debut, man. And we at the label here are all thrilled to be releasing your music. And also thank you for being here today to talk about it.
Thanks so much, Don. Looking forward to our future.
Heck yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on First Look.
If you enjoyed First Look and would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button and also click the bell icon. That way, you'll be notified when we post our next video.